What's going on, everybody? We're just hanging out at a truck stop. Just hanging out. Let's see what we got. There we go. Just hanging out, talking to people, and waiting for tomorrow. Everybody come hang out. That would be cool. We got some more people to come hang out. There we go, hanging out. Let's see here. Come ask me questions, everybody. Hope you all are here and doing all right. Hopefully people come talk to me. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. There we go. I guess that doesn't really matter. Here we are. Here we are. See here. Do some. Oh, holy crap. Just hanging out at a truck stop, everybody. Just want to talk or ask questions, you're more than welcome. Or as you watching on Twitch and YouTube, just sitting here and trying to do some relaxing. Just had a hard day. Well, not really a hard day, just a long day. Just doing oversized work. I do a lot of heavy haul. Just give you guys a view of the truck stop here. Hello, hello. Not sure of your question there, Ryler. Or is it Riley? Yeah, Riley. I'm not sure of your question. What do you mean? Is that like a, oh. So, that's a good question, actually, football. A lot of things that helped me through my tough times out here is kind of like I got a good support system at home, so I got a wife and two kids, and they kind of keep me motivated. But not only that, but also I kind of get paid by the load. So getting paid by the load is like, it kind of gives you motivation to keep going and doing more so I can, so you can make more money and stuff like that. So some people just like kind of look at the money as, okay, as a motivator out here. Some people don't. It's just many different things. I kind of stay busy if I can. Yeah, actually, that's I do. Am pretty much in touch with my faith for sure. I am Christian, so most truckers are. So I'm not sure, Riley, about your question. Like I said, I did see that you said it was a debate on a VR game. Not quite sure about VR games. Never quite got into them just yet. So I'm the best streamer. Right? I appreciate that. As far as politics, I don't really get too far into politics. I'm not really happy with what's going on because I'm a veteran and I fought for my country, and watching slowly what it's turning into is really, it, to me, it's disheartening to look at. Well, welcome in there, football. Glad to meet another Christian. It's good to see some people and that are actually embracing faith and finding happiness in life. At least I find it through God. I try to. Sometimes I do struggle with mental health. It's kind of a thing comes along with the job. Um, Also, being a veteran kind of sucks too because got all the problems from the military and then all the problems. You know, I appreciate that, Dave. Um, didn't know. I mean, I really haven't done much streaming, but I appreciate it. I just do it every now and then when I can. Just start talking to people and see how everybody's doing. I just hanging out at the truck stop. You can. What's going on, Momo? Just hanging out at the truck stop and just answering questions, talking to people, getting to know some cool people. Not really much going on at the moment because I'm kind of parked over in the corner. So here's all the stuff in the truck stop. Just hanging out, parked next to trucks. I'm in Minnesota right now. I just got done doing about 500 miles today. I could have done more, but I can't go into Iowa, so not allowed to go in with how big I am. I am actually oversized. So they used to be real for sure. They were definitely a real thing. So lizards were definitely a real thing. I don't believe that they're a myth because I've seen them with my own two eyes and I have been interrupted many a night from sleeping back. So they were very prominent about 10 years ago, and I started about 11 years ago. Um, and Once I started trucking, all the old, my dad was a truck driver, second generation driver. Um, my dad was good people back when he actually before he had his stroke. So feel bad where he is now. I mean, he's still living. We just don't talk anymore. Just it changed him a lot. But yeah, lizards were definitely a thing. They would knock on your door and they would actually tell you. They'd ask you if you want some company. Usually, you get told to go away. No, that's not why I started trucking. The reason why I started trucking is because I enjoyed trucking. I kind of grew up around it. My dad was a truck driver before me, and the first time I sat in a truck, I actually was really like enthused with it. I really liked it. It was like something I kind of fell in love with, and I do something different than what he used to do. I pull oversized and heavy stuff, and I've done open deck my whole career. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. No, that's more of a Texas thing. They're kind of moving east. There's one in my state. I live in Virginia. Um, they're kind of like moving east. There's a couple in Georgia. I haven't seen very many out east, but very much so all over Texas. And the sad part is you can't stop at a Buc-ee's. um, I have been a trucker for 11 years, Will. 11 years. This year makes 11 years. It's been a long time. Definitely a long time coming here. I've been doing it. I actually still enjoy it. A lot of people ask me, "Do you enjoy it after so long?" Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, I still like doing what I do. It's hard sometimes being away from family, but that's about it. My wife understands that we were both military, and my wife did a lot of DoD contracting, so she understands what it's like to have to be away to make that sacrifice. But we live pretty comfortable. Taylor, I think Taylor went out of business. I think they finally went belly up. Were they out of the Northeast? I got clearance. What do you mean? Evening. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I usually stay on the road about a month and a half, then I go home. Um, Government contracting can pay well, but most of those go to a low bidder. Like it's always lowest bidder. Who gives you the best price? That's what the government kind of bids on there. And you don't really have to have clearance to do that. Um, as long as you have a TWIC card, and I have a TWIC card, so I can get on pretty much any government installation. What's going on, Ali on Twitch? How are you? Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Appreciate you guys. I am the Large Car Trucker. I'm also live on YouTube. So if you hear me talking to like nobody, it's always somebody. I'm talking to the fine folks on YouTube and on Twitch. We're a multi-streaming, just hanging out in the truck stop, doing some IRL streaming. How was your stream tonight, Ali? I'm just playing Dora the Explorer. I did. I just don't have notifications. I'm on mobile. Yeah, just hanging out. I actually just got done not too long ago. I can drive in the dark up here. I'm oversized today. Just doing some trucking. Well, I was doing some trucking. Now I'm just hanging out. Yeah, I don't have the ability to set all that up on mobile. I have yet to figure it out. I'm looking to get a YOLO box live, so everybody can, and I'll have different camera angles and stuff like that, so everybody will be able to see stuff. And just we're kind of working up to it, getting back into streaming. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming in. I know you sleepy. Everybody's sleepy. It's that time of night. Hey, I appreciate the bits. Thank you so much. Probably one of the good things about being a trucker is that you get to see places that the average dude, more than the average dude, tour on work and stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, that I do. I have done that. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. How's the new job? Shiny, actually, I actually got to go take my wife a couple summers ago. We went out to Mount Rushmore. She rode with me for about a month. And we went to Mount Rushmore in 1880 town out in South Dakota. That was pretty fun. Got to go do some cool things. You work from home? That's awesome. You don't even have to leave the house. Look at you. You got a raid and run. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Get some sleep. Talk to you later. Tell Boo Boo I said what's up. Unless he's hanging around. I know he's been streaming a lot lately. Probably. Well, he's always doing something. Just don't leave him alone for too long. Yeah, he does things. Oh, looks like this guy's getting ready to go back in. Apparently, he's part of Google Trucking. His Freightliner is apparently a Ford. Watch him. Watch him. Let's watch. See, you get to see some cool shit in the truck stop. You live outside the U.S., would be nice to set foot there at least once. Oh, yeah. Beautiful country. I do recommend going and seeing Yellowstone and the Teton National Forest, as well as that guy's not doing too half bad. He's actually doing pretty good. Oh, no, never mind. Is he going to pull up? There he goes. First pull up of the night. How many are we going to count? Also would recommend. Oh, look at that! You get out, look. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Most guys don't get out and look. That's awesome, dude. Kick ass. Also, Glacier National Park, good place to look at. Northern Idaho, beautiful country. Eastern Oregon. A lot of like southwestern Washington and stuff like that. That's beautiful country too. Sorry, I've been through a lot of ice and a lot of snow up here, and so there's a lot of salt on my windshield, and I can only do it so much. So I do apologize for the dirty windshield. If I have a hard time push through it, most of the time I do. I appreciate the words of encouragement. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, this is his second pull up. Come on, dude. You're gonna make it in. You're gonna make it in. You're gonna pull up like 5 more times. Let's see. Let's see what he does. And is he gonna hit something? I don't know if he is. So I can't see. I can't see beyond this other truck beside me here. I can only see what you're seeing. Come on. Oh, he made it. Look at you. Not bad, driver. Not bad. I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that. Kick ass. Yeah, but if you definitely it's shiny. If you want to come visit, good place to hang out. Lots of stuff to see. Yeah, winter is definitely bad. It was bad this year. It was because I've been up here like in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota right now. I've been in the Dakotas, Minnesota a lot, and it's been like -40, a lot of Arctic blast, like -20, -30, -40, something like that. So where you from, Shiny? Wow, truck stop's quiet tonight, but it is a weekend. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. Well, so I think the guy in front of me is a livestock hauler. He's most likely empty because those guys rarely stop, and if they do stop, they're empty or they're getting fuel, but they don't go park. So most of those guys are pretty good. I do respect what they do a lot. There we go. I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can say what's up and hang out. Oh, wait, what the heck? There's a guy using a scale right now. I know you probably can't really see him. Let's see. Come on, focus. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. Oh, well. There we go. That'll work. Way better. How do you run into me again? I guess you could subscribe to see when I go live. I'm not sure. Maybe I might show up in shorts. I'm really not sure. A lot of people do a lot of scrolling, so let me hit that. There we go. I can see. It's kind of hard sometimes. Like I said, I'm just hanging out. If you guys want to talk, that'd be cool. Glad for those who actually are hanging out with me. I I'm not too shy. I don't mind hanging out and answering questions. Everybody got any questions? I'll answer pretty much anything. So, yeah. I usually sometimes when I stream, it's probably going to end up being in shorts and stuff like that. So that's kind of how people stumble across me. It's pretty cool. I know a lot of people, they'll either stick around or they don't, and that's okay. That's kind of like the nature of the beast. I don't mind hanging out and talking to people. We're doing IRL streams. Pretty cool stuff. You guys want to see what I'm hauling? I guess I can get out and show you. Hold on. Pull the charger out. There we go. Get out and show you and see what we're doing here. And let me turn the camera around again so you guys can see. There we go. Front camera. So this is what I'm hauling. Do I fish? No, I used to. I used to fish. I don't do it anymore. I stopped going after my dad stopped going. So this is what I do. Hauling some ag equipment today. This is going to Tennessee, and I'll be there tomorrow. So pretty cool stuff. It's actually pretty big. You can kind of walk up underneath these things. Really neat. You can do all that neat stuff. So just so you guys can see, we're doing a lot of stuff here in the truck stop. Everybody's just kind of doing their thing, sleeping. Probably some guys are shut down for the weekend. You're from the Philippines. Very nice. I got a couple friends in the Philippines. Very, very nice. I know a lot of Filipino people that are really, really cool to talk to. There we go. There's that. There's like a hotel in front of me here. There we go. Back in the truck. There's my road dog. He's just hanging out. A little crazy. Whew. It's cold out there. Very cold out there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I've never been in the Philippines. I kind of wanted to go at one point. You guys have some really, really good food. There's actually food that I've never tried before that you guys have. And I'm actually thinking about making some at home. I used to work with a Filipino girl. She was like an agent from overseas. I used to work at a call center before I started trucking. Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, I hope you find a person that will enjoy those immensely, Dave. I unfortunately don't have time to fish, and I fish every now and then with my kids, but it's not like it's a lot. They kind of lose interest on it pretty quick. But when they catch fish, they're happy. Thank you, Shiny. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of few and far between on the stream sometimes. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be here for a little bit, so if you want to hang out and talk, you're more than welcome. I know a lot of people like do some crazy stuff on streams and stuff like that. So, but I am just a normal guy that hangs out, likes to talk. Okay, you're fishing in April. Look at that. Just in time, spring season. I know a lot of people that do fishing year round. I know some people up here in Minnesota that just love their ice fishing. Conneaut Lake. Are you in Ohio? Nope. What's going on, boo boo? For those of you who are wondering who I was mentioning, I have a couple of viewers on Twitch, and I stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So I just hang out and answer questions and do that. Nothing much. Awesome. Yeah, I kind of figured around that area. That's pretty awesome. Bringing up F1 2016 on your laptop right now. Struggling to drive without a proper setup. So I had to lower the difficulty. Yeah, yeah, that kind of how it goes. I play a little bit of Assetto Corsa Rally, so I do some gaming too. Kind of keep myself busy on the road doing that. I've been playing a lot of Out of War lately too. Out of War is a pretty fun game. I liked. It's more relaxing. Yeah, Ohio. So you're like Pittsburgh. I got a couple buddy lives. I got a buddy that lives over near Pittsburgh actually, and a real good dude. I've been friends with him for quite a few years. He actually came to my wedding, and that's the first time I ever met him in person. Is him coming to my wedding. We just played games online together. I just got married this last year. So, got a wonderful wife, 2 little kids. Well, I guess they're not really little anymore. They're like 13 and 14 now. You love the yacht. It's so good for for bass, but it's a river. Ah, yeah, yeah. There you go. I forget that there's a lot of people fish on rivers too. I know a lot of people like to fish on lakes and fish on like fishing like creeks or something like that. But usually that's about the extent. At least where I come from, a lot of people like to go to creeks and lakes to fish. Some people like to just go to their ponds. I know a couple people's got ponds and stuff like that. Really cool stuff. I aim to teach. If you have questions about trucking industry, I like to teach. I used to train back when I first started. I think it was 2 years in the industry. I started training, so I don't mind or answering questions to guys who are in the industry or struggling or want some help or directions. Well, yeah, you're talking to me and you realize that I am a streamer. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm a real person. I am definitely a real person. But I like to teach. I like to do my job. My job's pretty cool. At least I think it is. So I just hang out and answer questions. Ah, shoot, I ain't even famous. I'm just a normal guy. Like I said, I just like to hang out. I used to do a lot of long form content on YouTube. I used to go by another name because it looked kind of Amish, but I'm not Amish. Trust, I am not Amish. You cuss yourself out every time you fly into walls in other racing games because the handling difference is extreme. F1 seriously has the highest track grip. Yeah, yeah. There's actually, I think Assetto Corsa actually allows you to adjust your vehicles and stuff like that too. That's a pretty fun game. I haven't played the F1 stuff, so I will take your word for it. Like I said, I enjoy a game or two. I used to do a lot of racing. Ah, shit. Oops. There we go. Sorry about that. I just totally, like, my charger slipped, so there we go. My bad. I'm actually doing this on mobile, so I have 131 subs. That's nothing compared to some guys on here. I'm not like looking to be the next like biggest trucking YouTuber. I'd like to inform. There's a lot of guys that are on YouTube that take the piss out of my profession, and there's a lot of misinformation that gets put out there, and guys are teaching guys the wrong things, and that showing that truck drivers are always angry, and it's not the case. We're not always angry. I mean, there's some people that do stupid things. I used to get so angry at people for doing stupid things, and now I'm like, hey, look at that guy. He was stupid. But, you know, people don't know. People don't know. It is what it is. I'm just a humble guy. I have never expected to get anywhere off of just streaming or doing video content or anything like that. I just was aiming to help people. And that's all I really wanted to do. I don't know why I'm very antisocial sometimes, and I don't know why people like I want to help people, and I don't know why I do. I just guess it's just how I am. I enjoy, I guess I just enjoy teaching. Yeah, well, being good in life is so good, and I'm doing great in life. Your dog died 2 months ago, so it's kind of a struggle, and you're a Christian. Very nice, Dave. Yeah, I lost my first road dog. I had put him down 4 years ago, and he had a really aggressive form of cancer. So that's why he's no longer with me. But I keep his collar with me. It actually hangs on my visor. So I keep his collar with me at all times. And now I got my road dog. I've had him for 3 years. Well, no, 4 years. Sorry. We got him when he was a puppy. He had real bad separation anxiety, but now he's kind of okay to be left alone every now and then. He doesn't tear the truck up, so that's good. He actually tore the truck up one time, and all I got to do is literally, you don't have to like beat your dog when you're teaching him. You just look at him in a very stern look and in a very stern tone and tell him how disappointed you are, and that just breaks him. And then you show them what they did wrong, and then tell them that they're not good for it. And then I don't want to say the words because he didn't do anything wrong, but you know. And then they go on and they learn, and there you go. Oh, it's okay. No worries. No worries. Just hang out with me. That's all I care about. You don't have to give me anything. I'm just glad people want to spend or are spending their time with me. That's pretty awesome. I don't expect anybody to pay me anything or give me anything, so it's fine with me. I don't. There's times I've actually sat here for like an hour or two and haven't had really many chatters, and other times I get chatters, and I mean, for those who actually talk to me, I'm cool with that. I don't expect people to hang out with me, but I do appreciate the time that people do spend with me. So, what's my message to the world? Be good to each other. Don't uh, don't be mean. Don't be mean to each other, even though that's kind of hard in today's climate. Be good to each other. Treat each other well, because you may never know when you're going to need the other person. So, you know, the other people. We all need people in life, believe it or not, because there's people that are here for a short time and people here for a long time. And believe it or not, we're all not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time, right? Make the best of your life. It's a very short time. You're not promised tomorrow, so try to treat every day like it's your last. A lot of people think that they'll never get what they want in life. Just be patient. It'll come. Be patient and you'll get what you want eventually. It's not going to be the way you want it, and maybe not what you want directly, but it's going to be what you need. And that's okay. I'm not really worried about all that. I'm just glad for the guys who hang around and talk to me. I appreciate it, Dave. Right? I'm like I said, I'm just glad for the people who come and hang out with me. I literally only have like if on Twitch, a lot of people don't watch me on Twitch. I only get like one viewer every now and then, and I'm sure it's a bot. So, and that is okay with me. At least somebody's watching. I appreciate it. Thank you, Shiny. Yeah, that's great. It's interesting how the world works, though. Like people are people are interesting creatures. sometimes you think that people have lost their brains and they're not knowing what they're doing or whatever, but maybe, I don't know. I just wonder what the hell's going on with this world. I try to be good to people. Like I said, I don't know why I am sometimes, but I try to be good. Try to be good to everybody. I A lot of times you get let down in the world and people don't want to be good to each other, so it just happens. There's puppy dog. Hello, puppy dog. That's my buddy. That's my motivation of why one of the reasons why I get out of bed in the morning. He just hangs out, keeps me company. Believe it or not, he's a small guy. He's not too big. Oh, let's see. Live streams. You gotta go to bed. No, no, you're good. No worries. Have a good night, Dave. Sleep well. Live streams and chats just made the whole world smaller. Yeah, true. You're not wrong. It's different. Definitely a lot different now than it used to be. It used to be that you could, when the internet first started, you could go online and find pen pals, and you could write to people all over the world, and it would take time, but you could still talk to people. Now it's instant. It's just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy how the world's working nowadays as far as technology gets advanced so much. Now it's just like an instant gratification thing. It's interesting to see how far we've come. I remember like when dial-up internet was a thing. It's crazy. Dial-up internet was very, very hard at first. It sucked. Then along came DSL. Then we got like T1 and cable, and that was really cool. Now we got like fiber and stuff like that. That's interesting, isn't it? Internet and mobile internet stuff that used to never really be reliable is now like reliable. Hell, now we got like Starlink, and I actually got a cousin who's a truck driver. He's been driving for 20 years, over 20 years, and has his he has his Starlink, and he plays games and downloads stuff and watches TV, all that kind of stuff now. It's amazing how the internet's come so far. I just remember when it was meant for people just to blog on a website or like share funny videos and pictures. Yeah, just send a message and a guy on the other side of the world receives it live. Things become different real quick. Oh yeah, it's true. You're not wrong. It's definitely have, like I said, technology's advanced so much. It's an interesting deal. Sometimes I like to like think, what if we never had this technology? Like, what would we be doing? Like, I know what we would be doing. Everybody would still be doing their normal thing. We'd still read the newspaper and watch the news on TV and all that stuff. But now it's just like, no, everybody consumes content in such a different way that like old school like news, like the newspaper went by the wayside. The landline's pretty much dead. People have it just for emergencies. Now everything's cell phones and everything in your back pocket. It's a lot different. I'm glad we have technology, and in a way I'm not glad because it's hurt society a lot, because a lot of things can be put out, like anybody can say anything they want to on the internet and say, oh, it's true, it's fact, and then turns out that it was like a hoax or a lie, or somebody was bored. I always think, like, whatever happened to people coming together and just having a common thing and just talking and being good and hanging out and trying to get to know one another. Don't get to do that much anymore. I really wish that was a thing still. 2008. It's just I went on an adventure on my first computer. Still on that adventure today. Oh yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things out there. It's really kind of hard to kind of decipher what's real and what's not. Because like people like Wikipedia, like that used to be, it had to be factual. You had to cite your sources. Now anybody can just go on Wikipedia and say whatever they want on a certain thing, and then it's, oh, people think it's true, you know. So you got to watch out with some information out there. But there's also still some cool things, like YouTube's still a thing. I remember when YouTube was in its infancy in 2007. There was no such thing as monetization. There was no such thing as live streaming there, and live streaming didn't really come about until like the 2010s. So live streaming is still kind of technically, I mean, it's a normal thing now, but it's still kind of new. But I remember when we just had funny videos on YouTube. I remember the angry German kid. That was like one of the first really big funny videos that kind of hit it off. That kid still hasn't lived it down. He's like an adult now. It's crazy to see how far the world's come. The world's definitely an interesting place. It is also a kind of dangerous place too. Oh yeah, everybody was just having fun. Heck, everybody that had a camera just wanted to post something stupid to YouTube. And there was some good content, man. That was good content. People are like, oh, content nowadays. It's like anything for clicks. It's like, I don't care like about clicks. Is it cool to have people watch and just talk to a guy that doesn't think of himself as anything but maybe boring? I mean, I'm sure I'm probably interested to some people, but I just feel like I'm boring. Let me see. Let me turn that camera around. There we go. Really nothing going on in the truck stop right now, but just hanging out in the truck stop. I got a full day ahead of me tomorrow anyway. It's not like I'm going to be there tomorrow, but if I am, that'd be cool. Like I said, I'm just going to Tennessee. I'm in Minnesota now. I got to wait till morning to cross into Iowa. So that's going to be interesting. There we are. Just crazy, boring crap going on. I thought about doing some streaming and playing games, but I really don't put that content on my YouTube. Come on. There we go. There's that. I have an old tablet that still has younger patches of YouTube. Doesn't run anymore, unfortunately, in one wide time. Yeah. Keep that. It might be worth some money one day. I don't know. Everything's worth money now. Heck, I remember when Pokemon was first coming out in school. Like, I was young. Like, when Pokemon first came out, it was like everybody had to have it. Everybody wanted it. And it was like the most widely collected thing. And now look at, like, all the originals are like worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. It's interesting how one little piece of paper with something on it can mean so much to somebody. I don't know why this thing is doing a lot of focusing. Sorry. It's trying to autofocus a ton. So sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, they actually have an archive of the internet. And I guess they call it the Wayback Machine. But it's just an archive. They archived pretty much everything on the internet. I thought it was pretty neat. I've never had that experience really, but until now, like it always went off memory. Everybody was like, remember this, remember that, and then there was things that people remember that other people didn't. Now it's like all archived, and I thought that was pretty neat. What is going on with everybody in the truck stop? I wonder. I still don't know how Pokemon works. Yeah, I used to watch the TV show, but I still don't know how the card game works. Everybody's like, it's so easy. I used to know how to play Magic, but because I learned from a couple of people that played a lot, and then like I didn't really play it. Now I just do other things. I thought about getting back into video, doing video stuff, and getting a better camera and things like that, but it's just like I don't know. Is it even worth it? Worth the time? That'd be cool to see everybody just consume my videos and stuff like that. But I'm just like, eh. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. As long as I impacted somebody in a positive way, I think that's all that counts. I tried to do the collabs with a couple other truck driving YouTuber guys back in the day, and that blew up in my face a couple times. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. I've seen some of the, like I said, I've seen some guys that do trucking YouTube, and it's got to the point where there's a lot of like they kind of ham it up and show a lot of illegal things or give bad advice and stuff like that. Because I've seen some dudes really mess up out here, and they're like, well, this YouTuber did it or that YouTuber did it. It's like, yeah, but monkey see, monkey do. It's not really a thing that you should be doing. It's all about safety. People's lives are at stake out here. It's kind of hard to do the thing with like to do trucking when you have all this misinformation out here and people telling people that, oh, it's okay, I do it and that's fine. Yeah, but what's the one time that somebody else does it, they're going to get hurt or get somebody else hurt or killed or whatever, and or they're going to get in trouble for it. It could be illegal and they don't know that. Are you guard dogging, puppy? You guard dogging? He likes to stare out of the window. He'll stare out the windshield and keep watch. He likes to look around. He does it all the time. He's been to all lower 48 states. He's been on the road with me his whole life. Now, he does get to go run around when we're home. I have a good piece of property and a nice house, and he gets to hang out and do his thing, so. Here you go, pup. Psh. Dang, I've been off duty for 2 hours already. Look at that. Interesting how a lot of people, when they're driving and stuff like that, it's like they don't know that a truck driver could be watching them. It's not like we're like intentionally watching them, but sometimes it's cool to watch people, and they don't know, like they're just concentrating on their lives and they're not looking at like the bigger scope of things sometimes. Drive slower. That's what we do. Driving slower is kind of like the thing. If it gets to the point where you're driving way slow, then it's probably a good time to park it. That's usually what most of us do. You park it if it's real bad. And with me, that I pull oversized, there's laws and regulations that say that I can't go in certain kinds of inclement weather and if the roads are covered. So most of the time I can't go in it, just by law and permits and stuff like that. But like if I'm pulling something that's a legal load, like legal dimensions and weight and stuff like that, then I can go pretty much any time, as long as they don't close the road down. And I have hours to run. We're on regulations, on federal regulations here, to where we're only allowed to drive so much a day, and we can't go over that a lot of time every day. And if we do, we can get in trouble for it. We can get tickets and stuff like that. It goes against our record and our score and stuff like that, because we get scored by the federal government, and employers look at that. I've been working with the same employer for almost 3 years now. I've kind of been around the block with a couple of employers. Came up from you being an F1 consumer. You see the racers change the tires once the weather changes. I see. There you go. Yeah, no, not a lot of. We just kind of keep the same tires all year round. Sometimes, like in certain states, we're required to carry chains, and if we want to, we can chain up when the chain law is in effect. But most of the time, it's just kind of at our discretion. Either we want to or we don't. It's more of a safety call. We're operating the truck, so we operate the truck and say, hey, it's not safe to go, then we don't go. Obviously, that's within reason, because some guys like to abuse that. But if it's like real dangerous, we don't go. At least that's the smart thing to do, you know. Ooh, excuse me. I don't think I fit the YouTube algorithm today. That's okay. I'm just glad that there's somebody. What is you staring at? What are you staring at, pup? What you see? What you see? What you see? You see something. What you see? You're gonna wag your feather duster at me? Yeah, but like I said, we don't really do a lot of changing of our own tires. Now, there are drivers that will work on their own trucks. Like, I'm one of those drivers that if I'm in the shop and I can put my hands in there, I'll do things. As I was just in the shop not long ago and I changed out a module and I changed out a couple airbags that were on the truck and that were bad. But it's not like crash airbags. They're way different from crash airbags. It's for air suspension and stuff like that. We actually suspension sets on bags and the cab set.
Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear me. Probably can't hear me. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. It's probably real freaking loud. And I am sorry if it is. Oh, shoot. Ah, steak. Steak. Hold on 1 second. There it is. Put my glasses on here. I got glasses and stuff that I can use. Plug my headset in. I gotta ban that guy. There we go. Okay, can you hear me okay? Got into horse racing the last year, September 2, because of a game. You don't bet on it, but it's incredible to see different running strategies from them. Oh, really? Tell me more. I've never really understood why people watch horses run around. Audio is good now? Good. Yeah, makes you wonder. I might have to switch audio throughout the stream, so I am sorry if that happens. Oh, shoot. There's that. But yeah, I never really understood the whole thing of horse racing. So I know a lot of people like to watch it. I personally, I've never got into it. There we go. Yeah, I got these glasses and they actually work as a microphone too. So just let me know if you can or can't hear me. It's been a long day. Kind of ready to go home. I've been out for almost a month and a half now. So this is how I make my living. Oh, shoot. Hopefully it works out pretty well. I'll show you guys what I kind of what I haul and stuff like that. Kind of what I do. And closer horses are probably the most exciting because they stay behind the pack for the entire run and rocket past at the final stretch on full power. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. So I haul a lot of big stuff, farm equipment and things like that. That's kind of what I was hauling on the step deck. There, I'll get rid of that for a second. And there's another machine that I hauled last summer. That was pretty cool. That's kind of what I do now. I've done a lot of things, got a lot of experience in pulling stuff as far as open deck stuff, and that's kind of what I do now. I've done that, like I said, my whole career. Video and photo. Let's add. There we go. Let me make that a little bit bigger. There we are. Yeah, I do mainly equipment, odds and ends, a lot of specialty stuff. It's kind of what I do now. But I used to do a lot of just general stuff. Now it's more just equipment. So there we go. I'll put that YouTube thing up for everybody who's on Twitch. There's a lot of things I can do with this program that I've yet to discover. Yeah, I do a lot of hauling equipment. A lot of farm stuff, a lot of farm and construction equipment, industrial things. I've hauled asphalt plants and stuff like that too. Stuff for the oil field, stuff for wind projects. I haven't got to do windmill blades or anything like that. No wind blades, no towers, no heads, no nothing like that. Just normal normal stuff that helps build things. Hadn't got too special yet. I'm getting to stare down. He's giving me the stare down. Look at that. Just hanging out. What? You gonna stare me down now? What'd I do? He likes to stare at me sometimes. Hey, puppy. So small for a puppy. That's what I've been doing the last 3 years is hauling equipment. Kind of where I wanted to go with my career is hauling stuff. There's a lot bigger things that I could haul. I guess that's why we work our way up to it. I thought about staying alive for like the whole night, let everybody wash the trucks up. Let me see. There we go. Switch out around the rear for you guys again. There we are. Now we can see a little bit better. I had to zoom out a little bit. I can't believe I've been live for over an hour. I've only seen one truck use the scale tonight. Thought about doing a thing where everybody can see going down the road. That would be kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. So you guys can see. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I did not realize that I could put the chat up there for you guys. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Learn new things every day. Like another widget I could put? Let me see. Oh, a chat widget. Video source. Let's see. Chat widget, RTMP source. The Wi-Fi network. Oh, very cool, I think. Oh, that's very interesting. I did not know that you could do stuff like that. Huh. Very cool. minutes. Oh. Oh, very cool. I did not know you can change stuff. All right. Very neat. I'm probably going to have to play around with this thing and figure out some stuff. Really wish I could have overlays. I think I probably could. Let's see. That buddy that said he was going to call me earlier, and he didn't call me yet. That's funny. Let's see what else we got here. Here we are. Here we are. Just hanging out at the truck stop. Anybody is welcome to ask me questions, trucking related or life related. Do what I can to answer. Streaming live on Twitch as well. Haven't really had too much interaction with a couple of people, which is awesome. Appreciate you guys hanging out. A crazy day today. Thinking about getting my other phone holder. I had to do something different for a setup when it comes to camera and stuff like that. So sorry if it's a little shaky or a little messed up, but I try. Still getting back into this stuff. So like I said, anybody's welcome to come and hang out, talk to me if you want. Swipe left to show comments. Oh, interesting. Very cool. I actually need to figure out what I can do on this thing. That would be cool. Guess everybody can hang out with me if they want. So there we go. Well, guess I'm gonna call it for the night. You guys had a good. You guys have a good day, a good night wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for hanging out, stopping by. I'll try this again another time. Not sure when. Just kind of do pop ups here and there. So we'll talk to you guys later.